This new tool is going to change the conversation you're having with your patients, and it's going to change some of the questions they're going to ask you. And I want to give you the best answers that we've gotten from key opinion leaders and our faculty members that I want to share with you and put you in the best position to have a quick, healthy conversation and get this to go in the right direction. Does that sound okay? Okay, right there, I got my first yes.
Yep.
Okay, quickly. The other thing is I set an agenda. I told somebody, hey, this is what we're going to do. This is how long it's going to take if things go well. So I kind of gave them an out. Like, we're not committed to this, but I'm going to do my best.
Yep.
All right, follow along. Ready? This product is for ear, nose, and throat doctors. It's a little thing for the nose. I know that the number one thing walking in the door every day is nasal obstruction. People coming to ear, nose, and throat doctors because they can't breathe through their nose. I also know that you're explaining to your patients the Bernoulli principle and Passet's law, that if you can just give them a little more in terms of the radius of their nostrils, you can dramatically improve the airflow through their nose. We went looking to see if anybody had ever studied the side wall of the nose because it collapses, right? What has anybody done in that space? There's something called a caudal maneuver, and it turns out that Dr. Bonaparte's the only one who studied this. He looked at 63 patients, and what he found was if you have this problem and you fail this test, you're 20% sicker and 24% less responsive to treatments. Well, we needed to know if there was actually a market for a product. And so we went to 50 ENTs and we said, hey, could you take a look at the next 50 patients who walk in the door? Came to almost 2,000 patients. And when he did this little test, he found 73% of the people that come in have this sidewall problem. Did you know that? Right. So here's what we can tell you. Dr. Gonzalez is an ear, nose, and throat doctor who invented this product, and he was really frustrated. He said, look, I stick the scope in the nose every day. I see this collapsing sidewall thing, and there's nothing I can do about it. It's super frustrating because the only thing I can do is refer you out to a facial plastic surgeon for a really gnarly surgery where you deglove the nose, it's bad. Or I have to send you to a pharmacist for a breathe right strip. But in either case, I don't really have an option. It's really frustrating. Okay, but what if you could? What if you had a little absorbable implant that you could slip under the skin with a needle under local in the office in like 10 minutes? Let me show you Latera. Okay, so then out comes the device, right? Okay, I don't know, we weren't timing that, but I think that was like 3 minutes, something of that nature. I wasn't talking necessarily fast, and I wasn't covering everything on the slide. Clearly, these were busy slides, right? From a marketing standpoint, they feel obligated to put some things on the slides. But watch this. Was there a warmer? Did I tell you I kind of know your business and who's coming in and what you're telling them? Yeah. 73%. Did you know? Right? Ooh, I didn't realize it was that much. Right? Bonaparte told us some things. I'm so frustrated.
Yep.
There's nothing I can do. I can't. But what if you could? Out comes a solution.
Yep.
So that's an example of what good looks like. That's an example of how this team got that 60%, 12 messages above 8. Like, that's tactically, that's the application. That's how it really works in the real world. Recently, I've been working with Intrinsic Therapeutics, and Jake Tanner is the vice president of marketing over there. He was a little skeptical about this. We rebuilt some of their tools, and we tested it with 3 of their KOLs, their faculty members. It was so fun. The first surgeon who saw it, right? We just told him what it was. We said, hey, we just want to see if this message sounds right. If it's right, he kind of just sat back. We told him it's only going to take like 5-6 minutes. And that was the thing. He just kind of like relaxed and sat back. Like, okay, 6 minutes, I got that, right? And that's what your customers will do. If they know this is going to be over in a handful of minutes, you just sit back. And this is important. If they take that stance, they don't interrupt you with questions. This is important because if they don't interrupt you halfway through and they wait, then they hear the whole value proposition. And then at the end, when they do ask you a question, you get a better question because they heard the whole value proposition. That's critical. Secondly, if they're interrupting you, it means you're not going fast enough. It's a sign you're not going fast enough. Now, the last piece of this is when we design these type of tools, we ask people like you, hey, Jacob, what are the most common objections you're getting? This presentation should pre-handle some of them, if not all of them.
Yep.
Okay, so there's all that going on. Okay, so lastly, we're showing this to these KOLs. I kid you not, the comment we got, and Jake will tell you, spectacular was the word he used. He said, no, it's perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. It's really concise. And yeah, you need to leave me some time because I'm only going to give you 15 minutes, which was kind of funny because I told him he only has, but he said, I only have 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you start to arm sales reps like this, good things start happening. They start teaching. Your message gets super consistent. You get message velocity. I'm sorry, I need to explain this. Message velocity. Jacob, the 3 or 4 decks that I've built recently for my clients have 25 to 40 slides. If I give you a deck with 30 slides in it, how long does your mind automatically say, how long is it going to take you to present that?
30 minutes plus an hour.
Yeah, that's what everybody says, 30 minutes. Okay, so if you need 30 minutes to present this, when and where do you think you're probably going to present this?
If I was a rep, like it would be like at lunch, like where I'm trying to get a whole hour.
Okay, so you come back from the sales, or you're at the sales meeting. I give you this new tool. It's got 30 slides. You're thinking 30 minutes to an hour. You're thinking, I need a lunch or a dinner. How long is it going to take you to schedule that? When is it likely that you're actually going to present this?
Oh, at least 3 to 5 weeks minimum. If that's
okay, 3 to 5 weeks. All right, so you're seeing the dilemma. From a message velocity, that marketing team, that sales organization should not expect this message to get out for 4 to 6 weeks. That's the first time. That's one time. How long before 10 surgeons see this?
We're talking months.
Months! Okay. So now you're starting to appreciate why marketing teams, sales management starts to scratch their head like, I'm not sure it's working. They take away the wrong indicators. They'll come into the next quarterly meeting and they'll be like, man, we really haven't seen the uptick. We really haven't. And it's like, guys, from an application standpoint, you totally missed the ball. If you would have given your message in this format and then given it to your team and taught them how to do point of the slide so that they could actually do this in about 7 minutes, Jacob, if you could do this in 7 minutes, does that change where and when you might present this to a physician?
Whenever now, right? Whenever you get in contact with them, you now have an opportunity.
Okay, so if you did it this way, how quickly could you get in front of 10 surgeons?
Success requires insights. Elite execution requires training. Go to www.exsalesconsulting.com/special offers.